Hi everyone and welcome back. I'm Auris and on this channel it's all about Japanese fashion, historical costumes and lace making. Today I'm going to show you my top 5 favorite Lolita hairstyles. These are the ones I actually wear the most because they're pretty reliable, not too complicated, and they work well for a lot of different substyles. Most of them are best for medium to long hair and will not work with a wig. I'll also show you how I usually style them with bows, headpieces and smaller accessories. So let's get started! I start my hairdos with combing out my hair. I like to use a boar bristle brush as it's much gentler to my hair than plastic brushes. Part your hair in the middle, then comb up one side and make a high ponytail. I clip my hime bangs as to not accidentally push them into the braid. Brush out any hair loops that may emerge with your fingers or your brush. Then make another high ponytail on the other side. Then braid both sides. The braid doesn't have to look perfect or be particularly tight because the next step is to pancake them. That means you carefully pull out the hair to make it look bigger and fluffier. For that, don't tie your ends too tight with a hair tie or you can't pull your hair easily. Also tie your hair roughly 3/4 from the top and not at the very bottom of the braid. Retie a few centimeters or an inch above if you don't have enough hair. As you can see, my hair is already very damaged and I can pull out the hair tie without my hair losing its shape. If your hair is healthy, don't let go of the ends while you retie it. Then bring one side over your head to the other side and pin it, and do the same with the other side. Pull out some strands of hair at the top if needed. Then fix your bangs. I always use a small curling iron for that. When I first stumbled over this hairstyle on Pinterest, it was called mahua buns, named after Chinese fried dough twist. I personally call it the Empress hairstyle as it reminds me of Roman empresses and Empress Elizabeth of Austria. And your hair is done. I like to wear it with flower crown, Alice band or any thin headbands. Next is a double Dutch braid or inverted French braid. Again, brushy brushy brushy, and then part your hair and clip away any hime bangs. Take a small section of hair at the top of your head and start to braid, but for an inverted French braid, instead of going over, you go under. I've been doing this for ages now and I still have to think about which strand goes under every time. Braid it twice until the middle part goes to the outside, then start adding hair from the front and the back. Take your middle strand, braid it over the outside and add the rest of the hair. All of the hair should be in the braid now. Then braid it until you're about 1/3 from the end and tie it. Do the same for the other side. Then pancake both sides and retie the elastics to make it tighter. Now my favorite part, add small bows. Of course, one side always looks better than the other one. Brush and part your hair again for this next hairstyle. Brush out any hair loops and then tie another high ponytail. This time you will also need small donuts. I couldn't find matching ones, so one is a bit larger than the other. Also, pro tip, get ones that are more flexible. The more rigid ones are harder to work with. Pull the ends of your hair through the donut and wrap them around the donut. I know it takes a while and it's a bit fidgety, but once it's in the donut, fold the donut inward with your hair wrapped around. Keep rolling it, moving the hair to cover the bases until you reach the head. Pin it if needed, mine held on their own. Now do the same for the other side. Now that you have the buns, add some bows and you're done. Or a headdress. Or an Alice band. For the side ponytail, brush your hair to one side. Be careful not to leave any bumps, like I did. If you see any, just brush them out again. Then tie your hair on the left or right side, whatever suits you best. Take a wider hair straightener and make some curls. For this, divide your hair into a few sections. Clamp the straightener onto your section, twist it, and slowly pull it down. The hair should wrap around the straightener as you go. Repeat for the rest of your hair. At the end, take one curl and split it upwards to get more volume. I recommend a small round piece or a small hat with this hairstyle, or you can also wear a headband. The last hairstyle is simple and takes less than 5 minutes, especially if your long hair is thinning at the end like mine. Part your hair into 2 sections and clip one side away, then divide the other side into smaller sections. I did 3. Use the same curling technique with the straightener as before. Twist the straightener on your hair. It doesn't matter which side you twist it into, just try and twist all into the same direction and slowly pull it down. When you reach the end, hold it there for a few seconds, then slightly twist it back again so the curl can cool in shape. Then repeat on the other side. You should end up with nice curls at the end, and again, one side will probably look better than the other. Break up the curls a bit, then twist them together so they almost look like one big sausage curl. For this hairstyle, you can use every hair accessory: headband, flower crown, head bow, whatever you want. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you had fun, and I'll see you again next time. Bye bye!